Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm just going to give everybody a minute to get on here. See how today goes. So if you're here, please say hi, just so that I know that you're here, know who you are. You don't have to, but if you'd like to, just say hi. Today's light language. So Sunday was the 7-7 gateway or 7-7 portal. And I don't know about how everyone else experienced it, but it was intense for me. And normally I don't really even actually pay attention to those different things. But one of the things that was happening in the area where I'm at, there were a lot of solar flares. And it was really interesting. I didn't know that actually that was happening. And I had done a meditation, well, not really a meditation with a friend. Her and I, she's in another state, and we decided to do a light language. We both speak light language, so we decided to do a light language. And so she did it at 9 o'clock her time. I did it at hello, how are you? So is your name, am I saying it right? I think that you had messaged or commented, is your name David? Am I saying that correctly? So anyway, oh, perfect. Thank you. I'm glad that you're here, David. Okay, so her and I got together, and so we're in different time zones, but we decided on a time, and she recorded her light language, I recorded my light language, and then we put it together. Yeah. um, and then we put it together. And so it's on her YouTube channel. So I'm going to put that link on here so that you can watch it. It's really beautiful because we didn't do it. We did it at the same time, but we each separately recorded it, and it just mirrored together beautifully. But anyway, after that video, I decided, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just video me writing light codes that come through that are coming through right now during this gateway. And so I did that. And then I went and I did some drumming, and then I just paired those two together and I posted it on Instagram. And then right after that, I tried to do something different. Hello, Fatima. I tried to do something. I was working on something else on my computer, and everything crashed. My phone wouldn't work. The computer, the internet wouldn't work. My hotspot wouldn't work. My phone kept saying you're not connected or registered with a mobile network, and everything just crashed. I'm like, oh, that's interesting that it happened right after I posted that writing of the light language. And I was sharing it later with a friend, and she sent me in quotes. And so I'm like, oh, she must have got this downloaded. And she said, and it just said, her frequencies are too high. The systems can't operate or can't function with them. And then later she just said, she goes, yeah, I just got this really clear message that whatever frequencies you're putting out, they don't, the social media networks can't, they like it causes them to crash. And so I'm like, well, that's interesting. That's, good, whether good, bad, or the other, who knows. But I thought that was super fascinating. But even throughout that day, I was just kind of almost, I mean, a lot of that dizziness, because we know that all the timelines are collapsing. And so we get to it, so some of us really experience that, and some of us don't. I generally don't, but this time I did. And it may have been because where I'm at, there were the solar flares. I'm not super familiar with it, but someone was showing me an app that they have, and it shows where kind of like the blackout area is, and where the blackout area was right over where I'm currently living. And so it did really affect that area. Yeah, that's true. That's true, David. The vibrational energy of those are lower. So, Fatima, you said, okay, I was actually looking for light language collaborations. Can you expand on that a little bit? Are you just talking about kind of like what me and my friend Siren were doing, or were you talking about for yourself that you want to collaborate with somebody for yourself? So, how did everyone else experience the or are experiencing the shiftings that are happening? Because really, the gateway is still open, so it's always open to us anytime that we want to go through a new gateway or new veil or portal, whatever you want to call it. There, it's always open to us. It's just asking, for us to be aware that it's there so that we can move through it. So that's what I want to focus on, or the intention of today's light language activation is to move through these timeline collapses, so that as we're moving through them, all of the coding that we need, that's for our highest purpose or for our direct purpose of working with this earth's frequency, working with the earth, whatever it is that we're to be doing here at this time, is that's what the coding, receiving in the coding to be able to do that. Okay, so Fatima said, okay, what you and your friend have done is what I was looking for. I was seeing my dream's highest priestess portal, which is amazingly what you are speaking of. Oh, great. So I'm going to post that. You're going to love it. And I'm going to speak on that priestess portal here in a second, but I want to read this. Ooh, so David's going through a lot of speeding up, of clearing and upgrading. Yes, I've noticed that as well. And other people I've talked to are really noticing that, is that it's going like this. And so it's like, you can either move with it or not. It's kind of like you're at that point, where that choice point. And so that's beautiful, and so that's great, David. So that then, as this light language is coming through, the coding that you need to just continue to flow and move with that sped up clearing and upgrading would be beautiful. And Fatima, it's interesting that you talk about the high priestess portal. So let's see, it had to have been at least, probably, I'm getting my years so mixed up. I travel around so much that sometimes I really have to think where I was. I can remember what I was doing by where I was. So there's this time when I was just in meditation. And so when I'm in meditation, often I just began speaking light language. But then I was just shown, it was like I could see this book, and it had like the written codes. I could see that the codes were written, and it's like, you need to read out of this book. And so I began reading out of the book. And so it was like different chapters. And so one day I read a chapter. It wasn't really a chapter, but I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. And the next day I did it again. And then for whatever reason, I haven't gone back to doing that, to opening up that book. But I recorded it. And when I recorded it, I labeled the recording priestess codes. And so it was like I knew that the book that I was holding were these priestess codes that I was reading. I've never shared them with anyone because it's not time. I feel like I need to finish reading out of that book. There wasn't any interpretation, like English interpretation of it, or because that's my language of origin, or what I speak here on earth. But so anyway, it's like that's what I need to do, is read these priestess codes. And I don't think I am supposed to interpret them. It's just when it's time that those will be presented to whoever it is that's needing them. Oh, interesting. So amazing King brother. The name David is also repeating constantly. I keep thinking of King David as 444 has also been coming up a lot. Yeah, that 4/4 frequency. Yeah, 444. Oh, wow. That's beautiful, David, that's who you're named after. So, okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. And one of the things I want to just share with everyone. So when I do these light language activations, these live ones here on YouTube, or whenever I post like a new video or anything like that, it's for the collective. But I want to share with you that on my website, and I'll post the direct link to that. I have it's called donation based services, and it's what there's a link there that you can click on, and you can choose a donation, whatever the donation. I have some suggested ones there, but if those don't fit for what you want to donate, there's that other button, and you can donate something different. And then there's a form, and you just fill out your intention, and then I receive an email with your intention and whatever notes you wrote, and then I do a 10-minute light language activation for you. I record it and I send it to you, and then I just give you suggestions on how to work with it. So that is something that is open to everyone. If you just want some activations, personally for yourself, that's a great way just to be able to begin or be able to receive them without necessarily having to schedule an appointment or anything like that, because a lot of us are in a place now where it's like we can, it's nice to have those appointment or the energy work sessions with people. And it's also really, really beneficial to be able to just receive those like recordings and things so that you can work with them the way that is best for you. So that's out there for you, for anyone that wants to do that. Oh, that is so fascinating with the name and the numbers. That's cool. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into a space where you can just be, where you can just be in the stillness of the fullness of you. Experiencing your breath move through your body, not needing to shift or change it in any way. Your breath knows exactly how to breathe your body. Just let it be and let it do what it does. Just experience the flow of energy in your body. Some of you may just innately start moving or swaying. You may start to move your hands. Symbols may be coming up for you, written codes. You may be even experiencing toning coming out of your voice, out of your mouth, or your own spoken light language. Just let it be, let it come, however anything shows up for you. And some of you, it's showing up as just as simply being still. It's showing up as stillness. Experience your full self, your physical and energy body as one. Experiencing self as fully connected to the earth. Experience the connection throughout your system to that crystalline grid core of the earth, the silver, blue, white energy, her frequency connected to your frequency. In the beautiful sacred grid system of the universe, the white gold Christos grid, connected to your beautiful sacred self. Just paying attention to how this feels viscerally throughout your physical body. It's the gift of our physical body, is that we get to experience the sensation of the frequency. The frequency of the universe and the earth always flows with you because you're always connected. And all you have to do is come back to the present moment to experience the sensation of it, the sheer bliss and pleasure of being connected to self and to all. So in this space, allow yourself to receive the light language transmission that comes through, the coding and activation that is coming through for you. Punaya shakoa doa baui ayanaya baua kuua shaniaya umaaya unamoa shanayoa doayai baoya na oa o aishaba ai ana oa bai unayaya Puusta ia ana o maaya maki o aya shikabai do na ai ayama aya shako shikabu o ayama ista shona oa ba iesta ia oa baya a ina awaishana Kuusta ba I na yaha no hashade Esha uana a ba osha I ai uosha a Kuus I ma aina ashako ai ishta a ba o ai asha na a Kuustia ai na makoa Shami no ko na aya ba osta e ai na I Uma'aka ashada oa. Duusta I aya ba'a eshaka o na ishikadi. Duusta ba'a ashanama o u ista ika a. Duu ma'a isha. Ba'o a eshakoa. Shinama u kuustaka aya na eba ishaku. Ta'ona maia. Ishtaba o anaka. Ba'aishako ia. Bo'una ikara ishtaba o. Ola shaka ina ikaba o shtakaha. Ina makusta ia ba'ishako. Shama o ko ushaya. Dia shana o maiki. Bo'usha mayinaya maiko. Ushama ea anaya shinayoma ya yakoa. Tuhua shamayana wa maya ko ashaki. I know my nayeshika. Tuhua mahashai. O maaka o shai daharaba ai. O nayaya bai doa. Ko oshana mai. O naya. Pushtabayanaya makoa dashiko. O shaya mo shua. Toshi maya makoa yaka. Ishanama anaikia. Doshaya makoa mahishikere ai. Do ishini miko maya shakahara shado. Ishanama ko maya naishiki. Dushtabaina ishabako nayaka ayamako mina shakiara shako ola shaka imakoshtiki dumaya yako asha okunamai usha inamaka ai booshta niyako Umai namaka daiko usteba iko namakira ai ina shirako makeda shiki inama ora shama ika eshinamako ishtabekira arashaki inamako o shadaba ustiki amahaka Ayama Ashayao Usta Himako Oaku Postiki Shuni Mayakoa Pustimaina Yamako Shadakahi Ola Shama Ada Ashabako Nahi Karashiki Inamu ua ba'aya shaka akaraba oshta kiara. Ina mayaya boeshaha. Mikadasha ba'ai doko uba aya shako mai. Ko ushtaka ma'a shako ashira bo ushtaka. Shabakara Shadaki Ushama Abashakara Babu Ashadama Orashama Ina Ayaya Shako Donoma Ashaka Deshikoma Deshikira Amakoshta Just allow yourself to remain in this presence for as long as you need before you come back to the space that you're in, the awareness of the space that you're in. Just breathe in these coatings. Just giving yourself full permission to hold these codes, to go about your day, your life, your week, bringing forth these codes that you hold. Dhamma Oshtahiya A Bakashanamo Shaina Kushtapaha. Blessings. I love you guys' conversation. It's so amazing. So there's connecting with Avalon and Arthur. If anyone has any other comments or things they would like to share, I just want to open this space before we sign off. Clearing in the left chest area. My face and my lips actually started to go numb as I was when I stopped and was just still at the end there. It was that's happened before, but it's just interesting whenever that happens. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, everyone. And again, I just invite you to like and share this. Oh, your left cheek was tingling. Oh, that's very interesting. And so, David, your left chest area was clearing, and Fatima, your left cheek was tingling. It's been pretty like the feminine frequency coming in today, doing its work. So I may start trying to do these lives on different days and times, just to see if there's different days and times that's able to reach more people. I just ask that everyone continues to like, share this as much as they can. And I thank you all so much for those that showed up for the live and those that are showing up for the recording. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and blessings throughout this next week.